Hi guys, welcome to another Food for Footy. And today I've been out and got myself a Costa, as you can see here. And I thought I'd try their festive range. So I've gone for a gingerbread latte, gingerbread caramel latte. It comes with a nice little gingerbread man. I have already started eating him. But going to be talking about that as well as some big football topics. Now, for me, there's only one place to start, which is at Anfield. Now, if those of you that follow us on social media, on Facebook or on Twitter, will have seen that I managed to get to the game. Now, you might well guess from the fact to do a podcast every weekend that don't often get a chance to get up to Anfield. But was up there, absolutely loved being up there. What a fantastic football stadium. But I did not see that result coming. Now, in the first 15 minutes, Liverpool were a goal down and a man down as well. Now, it was really interesting for me listening to Gary Lineker's comments on Match of the Day later on that evening, where he maybe questioned the red card. The chap I was sat next to in the stadium, as soon as Jimenez didn't score, he said, Robbo's gone. Robbo's gone. It was stupid. It was stupid. And, I think, unfortunately, what we're seeing in some games now is Andy Robertson starting to decline. Okay? It happened with Henderson. It happened with Fabinho. It happened with Wijnaldum. We're seeing it with Man City. The pace of the Premier League in recent years, but actually the pressure. Now, I walked away from the game yesterday thinking, wow, that's 2 points dropped. But I started thinking again, and I thought, actually, I'm comparing it to the City standards previously where you could not drop a point. Where we didn't win the league having got 97 and 98 points. I mean, that's madness, isn't it? And I don't think that the league winners this year will get 90 points. I think it'll be less than that. So actually, maybe it's a point gained from a position like that. 15 minutes in, 1-0 down and a man down. Now, a few shout-outs to make because I put out a social media post. Again, if you don't follow us on social media. And I said, score predictions for the game. So we had Chris Dickinson, who thought Fulham would beat Liverpool 3-2. And I must admit, Chris, when they went 1-0 up as quickly as they did, I thought, maybe. We had Simon Mellor say that Liverpool would win 2-1. And then actually, when we went 1-1, just after half-time, Simon, I thought your prediction may well come true. We had Paul Edwards say that he thought the Reds were going to win 2-0. And then we had Jay Acharya, who said 3-0 to Liverpool. So there was a lot of confidence, seemingly, in a Liverpool win, which did not happen. Now, the first thing that I want to talk about with the game is actually how well Liverpool did. They had more possession, they had more shots. I thought actually when they went down to 10 men, Arne Slot deserves a massive amount of credit for his tactics and how he adjusted things. Surprisingly, he went 4 at the back. And what he said to Gravenberch is Gravenberch drop a bit deeper. Then we had, Trent staying at right back and Joe Gomez went out to left back. And, considering we were 1-0 down and chasing the game, I thought, well, that's interesting. What it did is it left us a little bit exposed in the centre of the park. But actually, I saw Sky Sports rating of Curtis Jones and they gave him a 5. And I thought, actually, do you know what? Where I was sat, I thought Jones did quite well. It was 2 against 3 with Szoboszlai and Jones up against their midfield. And I thought they both actually did all right in, getting back and covering the amount of ground they had to. Because, like I say, Gravenberch had to drop that little bit deeper. So I thought that was a bit harsh on Curtis Jones. The first half, Diaz has to score. It wasn't shown on Match of the Day, but he gets a free header in the box from a great Szoboszlai cross, and he has to score. Has to score that, but didn't. And at 1-0, It was a nervous half-time at Anfield, but what an amazing response. Within the first few minutes of the second half, Cody Gakpo, 1-1, game on. Absolute game on. And then Liverpool really went into ascendancy. And I was sat there thinking, come on, this is ours. We can do this, especially with Arsenal drawing. Now, then what happened? I can only put it down to a catalogue of errors, really. Trent was drifting inside, and he'd gone on one of his drifts into the midfield and left that whole right-hand side exposed. Fulham win the ball back, and Anthony Robinson, he does well, but for me it's a catalogue of errors. I look at Trent and I think he doesn't react quick enough to the danger. Okay, he was caught in no man's land, and then actually as he comes across, he tries to foul Robinson. And I'm thinking, do you know what? Keep pace. Or actually, you can see Kwanzaa is coming across. Fill in for him. Trent tries to grapple with him, pull at him a little bit. That throws him off. He loses that yard, and he's then out of the game. And Kwanzaa comes across, and it's his ball, actually. And he's trying to shield it out. Either kick it out for a corner, pass it back to Alisson, or you've just got to be stronger in that situation. Robinson gets around him, and then it's 2-1. And I must admit, at that point, head in hands, thinking, what am I seeing here? And it wasn't deserved. Jota, lovely bit of skill, and puts us back to 2-2. And actually, we had a couple of chances to win it. Harvey Elliott, who I thought did well when he came on, was really unlucky. Great curling effort, could have gone in. And then right near the end, it was almost like a bit of ping, ping, ping in the box. Diaz, Jota, and you see Salah on the edge. And if it had just gone out to him, you felt maybe there was a better chance on. But Liverpool did have a chance to win it. I did wonder if it'd be one of those games where we might nick it 3-2. But 2-2 it finished. Okay, and look, with 10 men against Fulham, who are a good side, that is a good point. But I must admit, I thought Fulham weren't quite at the races and were there for the taking. What I do want to do is I want to go on a little bit of a complaint, because I thought the refereeing in the match was absolutely shocking. Okay, there were yellow cards given out when there was no need to give a yellow card. Diaz got a yellow card for an overhead kick. It's a goal-scoring opportunity. He's gone for it. It went just over the bar. Why has he got a yellow card? It wasn't dangerous. There was no need for it. It seemed absurd. He wasn't trying to kick the player in the head. He went for a legitimate shot. I thought that was absolutely ludicrous. Again, how Pereira stayed on the field. Absolutely ludicrous again from the referee. Again, Anfield all thought it was a red card on for Robertson, so I'm not going to complain about that. But it was just really ridiculous decisions, and the referee seemed really quite weak. And then I'm looking at VAR. Okay, and I'm thinking, right, VAR. What are you there for? This whole clear and obvious malarkey. Do you know what? If the referee's got it wrong and you think something should happen, let's take the red card, which I thought was a blatant red card in the first minute when Diop comes in on Robertson. He doesn't get the ball. He gets his knee, high foot, straight into the side of his knee. I thought it should have been a straight red. But why is VAR not overturned that? Okay, and then how long these decisions are taking. If you can't decide it quite quickly, then clearly you're looking too hard into it. And you're trying to find things. I just thought the refereeing was absurd in that one. But fair play to Liverpool, great character in coming back. Fair play to Fulham. They had a game plan. When they were leading, they were wasting so much time. But, of course you would. Okay, I'm sat there complaining about it as a fan, but you're trying to win at Anfield, which is very difficult to do. So, fair play to you. Like I say, I thought Liverpool possibly deserved the win near the end, but didn't get it. Huge implication in the title race. We'll see. We shall see. And the title race is what I want to talk about in my next video. So, I've got my Costa. Okay, I'm going to give this a go. And join us in the next video where I'm going to talk about the title race.